the NFL landscape has been shaken by one of the most surprising trades of the season. The Dallas Cowboys have reportedly acquired former Green Bay Packers defensive tackle Kenny Clark in a deal involving their star linebacker Micah Parsons. This blockbuster move has sent shockwaves through the football world, and today we're diving deep into who Kenny Clark is, what this means for both franchises, and why this trade could reshape the NFC landscape. Kenneth Dwayne Clark Jr. was born on October 4, 1995 in San Bernardino, California. Standing at 6'3" and weighing 314 pounds, Clark has established himself as one of the premier interior defensive linemen in the National Football League. His journey to NFL stardom began at Destiny Christian High School in Del City, Oklahoma, where he dominated as a two-way player, showcasing the versatility and raw power that would later make him a first-round draft pick. Clark's college career at UCLA was nothing short of spectacular. Playing for the Bruins from 2013 to 2015, he quickly emerged as a disruptive force in the Pac-12 conference. During his sophomore season in 2014, Clark recorded 37 tackles, 10.5 tackles for loss, and 4.5 sacks, establishing himself as one of the top defensive tackles in college football. His junior year saw even more impressive numbers, with 41 tackles, 9.5 tackles for loss, and 3.5 sacks, despite facing constant double teams from opposing offensive lines. What made Clark special at UCLA wasn't just his statistical production, but his ability to affect games in multiple ways. He possessed the rare combination of size, strength, and athleticism that NFL scouts covet in interior defensive linemen. His ability to rush the passer from the interior while also stopping the run made him a complete player, and his high football IQ allowed him to diagnose plays quickly and react accordingly. The Green Bay Packers recognized Clark's potential and selected him with the 27th overall pick in the first round of the 2016 NFL Draft. This selection was seen as a steal by many draft analysts, as Clark's talent suggested he could have been taken much higher. The Packers, under the guidance of general manager Ted Thompson and head coach Mike McCarthy, were looking to bolster their defensive line, and Clark represented the perfect blend of immediate impact and long-term potential. Clark's rookie season in 2016 was a learning experience, as is typical for most first-year defensive linemen. He appeared in all 16 games, starting 4, and recorded 22 tackles, 1.5 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. While these numbers might seem modest, Clark was already showing flashes of the dominant player he would become. His ability to collapse the pocket and disrupt running plays was evident, even as he adjusted to the speed and complexity of the NFL game. The 2017 season marked Clark's emergence as a legitimate NFL starter. He started 15 games and recorded 27 tackles, 4.5 sacks, and 6 tackles for loss. More importantly, he began to establish himself as a leader on the Packers' defensive line, working alongside veterans like Mike Daniels and learning the nuances of playing in Green Bay's defensive system under coordinator Dom Capers. The 2018 season was a breakout year for Clark, coinciding with the arrival of new head coach Matt LaFleur and defensive coordinator Mike Parsons. Clark started all 16 games and recorded 55 tackles, 6 sacks, and 12 tackles for loss. His performance earned him recognition as one of the top interior defensive linemen in the NFC, and he began to draw comparisons to some of the league's elite defensive tackles. Clark's impact went beyond individual statistics. He became the anchor of Green Bay's defensive line, commanding double teams and freeing up his teammates to make plays. His ability to generate pressure up the middle forced opposing quarterbacks to step up in the pocket, often directly into the path of Green Bay's edge rushers. This complementary effect made the entire Packers' defense more effective. The 2019 season saw Clark reach new heights. He recorded 62 tackles, 7.5 sacks, and 13 tackles for loss, while helping lead the Packers to a 13-3 record and the NFC Championship game. His performance earned him his first Pro Bowl selection, a well-deserved recognition of his status among the NFL's elite defensive tackles. Clark's ability to dominate games became a crucial component of Green Bay's defensive success, and his leadership on and off the field made him a cornerstone of the franchise. Clark's excellence continued into the 2020 season, where he recorded 49 tackles, 5 sacks, and 14 tackles for loss. Despite the challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, Clark maintained his high level of play and earned his second consecutive Pro Bowl selection. His consistency and durability became hallmarks of his game, as he rarely missed time due to injury and continued to be a disruptive force week after week. The 2021 season was perhaps Clark's most complete campaign. He recorded 52 tackles, 6 sacks, and 16 tackles for loss while helping the Packers secure the #1 seed in the NFC playoffs. His performance in crucial games, including dominant showings against division rivals like the Chicago Bears and Minnesota Vikings, demonstrated his ability to elevate his play when it mattered most. Clark's impact on the Packers' defense cannot be overstated. He consistently ranked among the top defensive tackles in the league in various advanced metrics, including pressure rate, run-stop percentage, and overall defensive grade. His ability to affect both the passing and running game made him one of the most complete interior defensive linemen in the NFL. Recognizing Clark's value to their organization, the Green Bay Packers made a significant financial commitment to keep him in green and gold. In March 2022, the Packers placed the franchise tag on Clark, ensuring he would remain with the team for at least one more season. The franchise tag for defensive tackles was worth approximately $18.4 million for the 2022 season, reflecting Clark's status as one of the premier players at his position. The use of the franchise tag on Clark demonstrated the Packers' recognition of his importance to their defensive scheme and their desire to retain his services despite salary cap constraints. It also highlighted the challenge facing Green Bay's front office in managing their roster while trying to remain competitive in a loaded NFC. What makes Kenny Clark such an effective defensive tackle is his combination of physical tools and technical refinement. At 6'3" and 314 pounds, Clark possesses ideal size for an interior defensive lineman, but it's his athleticism and technique that set him apart from his peers. Clark's pass-rushing ability is built on a foundation of excellent hand usage and leverage. He consistently wins battles at the line of scrimmage by getting his hands inside on offensive linemen and using his powerful lower body to drive them backward. His ability to convert speed to power is exceptional, allowing him to collapse the pocket even when facing double teams. In run defense, Clark's strength and instincts make him nearly impossible to move off the line of scrimmage. He has an excellent feel for diagnosing run concepts and positioning himself to make tackles or force running backs to cut into the arms of his teammates. His ability to shed blocks and pursue ball carriers sideline to sideline is remarkable. For a player of his size, Clark's motor and conditioning are also noteworthy aspects of his game. He consistently plays with high effort throughout games and maintains his effectiveness even in the fourth quarter when other players might be wearing down. This durability and consistency have made him one of the most reliable defensive players in the NFL. The news of Kenny Clark being traded to the Dallas Cowboys in a deal involving Micah Parsons has sent shockwaves through the NFL community. This type of blockbuster trade involving two elite defensive players is extremely rare in today's NFL, making it one of the most significant transactions in recent memory. For the Cowboys, acquiring Clark represents a massive upgrade to their interior defensive line. Dallas has struggled with consistency along their defensive front in recent years, and Clark's presence immediately transforms their ability to stop the run and generate interior pressure. His addition creates one of the most formidable defensive lines in the NFL when paired with players like DeMarcus Lawrence and Trevon Diggs in the secondary. The decision to part with Micah Parsons, despite his incredible talent and potential, suggests that the Cowboys' front office believes Clark's proven production and positional value make this trade worthwhile. Parsons, while exceptional, plays a position where the Cowboys have more depth, whereas Clark fills a critical need at defensive tackle. Clark's arrival in Dallas fundamentally changes the Cowboys' defensive identity. His ability to command double. Teams will free up edge rushers to generate more consistent pressure on opposing quarterbacks. This should lead to improved performance from the entire pass rush unit and create more opportunities for the secondary to make plays on the ball. In run defense, Clark's presence immediately upgrades what has been a weakness for Dallas in recent seasons. His ability to anchor against interior running plays and force ball carriers to bounce outside into the arms of linebackers and safeties should significantly improve the Cowboys' run defense statistics. The psychological impact of adding a player of Clark's caliber cannot be understated. His reputation as a game wrecker and his proven track record of success in big games will provide confidence to his new teammates and coaching staff. The Cowboys' defense now has a legitimate anchor around which they can build their schemes. For the Green Bay Packers, losing Kenny Clark represents the end of an era. Clark had become synonymous with Packers defense, and his departure leaves a significant void that will be difficult to fill. The Packers will need to completely restructure their defensive line rotation and may need to adjust their defensive schemes to account for his absence. However, acquiring Micah Parsons provides the Packers with an incredibly talented and versatile defender who can impact games in multiple ways. Parsons' ability to rush the passer, cover receivers, and defend against the run gives Green Bay's defensive coordinator numerous options for utilizing his skills. The trade also provides the Packers with salary cap relief, as Clark's contract was one of the larger commitments on their defensive side of the ball. This financial flexibility could allow Green Bay to address other needs on their roster or extend other key players. Micah Parsons, the player heading to Green Bay in this trade, is one of the most dynamic defensive players in the NFL. Selected 12th overall by the Cowboys in the 2021 NFL Draft, Parsons has already established himself as one of the premier pass rushers and overall defenders in the league. Parsons' versatility is his greatest asset. He can line up as an edge rusher, off-ball linebacker, or even in coverage, making him a matchup nightmare for opposing offenses. His combination of speed, power, and football IQ allows him to excel in multiple roles within a defensive scheme. His rookie season, Parsons recorded 84 tackles, 13 sacks, and 20 tackles for loss, while earning Defensive Rookie of the Year honors. His impact was immediate and sustained throughout the season, demonstrating the type of game-changing ability that makes him such a valuable trade asset. The trade makes sense from a scheme perspective for both teams. Clark's skill set aligns perfectly with the Cowboys' defensive needs, while Parsons' versatility gives the Packers' defense a new dimension they previously lacked. For Dallas, Clark's presence allows them to play more aggressive defensive schemes, knowing they have a reliable anchor in the middle of their defensive line. His ability to generate pressure without blitzing additional defenders gives the Cowboys more flexibility in their coverage schemes. Green Bay gains a player in Parsons who can be deployed in numerous ways, depending on game situations and opponent tendencies. His ability to rush the passer from multiple alignments gives the Packers' defensive coordinator tools they haven't had in recent years. The financial aspects of this trade are complex and significant for both franchises. Clark's contract represents a substantial investment, but one that the Cowboys apparently believe is worthwhile given their championship aspirations. The guaranteed money and salary cap implications will need to be carefully managed by Dallas's front office. For Green Bay, the trade provides immediate salary cap relief while also giving them a talented player on a rookie contract in Parsons. This financial flexibility could be crucial as the Packers look to address other roster needs and potentially extend other key players. Trades involving players of Clark and Parsons' caliber are extremely rare in today's NFL. The last comparable trade might be the Khalil Mack deal that sent him from Oakland to Chicago, or the more recent Von Miller trade from Denver to Los Angeles. These types of transactions typically only occur when teams have significantly different timelines and priorities. The willingness of both franchises to make such a bold move suggests that each organization believes the trade addresses critical needs and improves their chances of competing for a championship. It also demonstrates the value that NFL teams place on elite defensive players and their impact on team success. As Kenny Clark prepares to don a Cowboys uniform, expectations will be sky high. Dallas fans and media will expect immediate impact from their new defensive tackle, and Clark's track record suggests he's capable of delivering. His presence should be felt immediately in both run defense and pass rush situations. The success of this trade will ultimately be measured by how well each player performs in their new environment and whether their respective teams achieve their championship goals. Both Clark and Parsons have the talent and character to succeed in their new situations, making this one of the most intriguing trades to monitor in the coming seasons. The Kenny Clark trade represents more than just a simple exchange of players. It's a statement by both franchises about their commitment to winning and their belief in their respective team-building philosophies. Clark brings proven production, leadership, and elite-level play to a Cowboys team with championship aspirations, while Parsons provides the Packers with a dynamic playmaker who can impact games in multiple ways. As the NFL continues to evolve and teams search for competitive advantages, trades like this one demonstrate the importance of elite defensive players and the lengths organizations will go to acquire them. Kenny Clark's journey from UCLA standout to Packers cornerstone to Cowboys acquisition is a testament to his exceptional talent and the value that NFL teams place on dominant defensive tackles. The coming seasons will reveal whether this blockbuster trade achieves its intended goals for both franchises. But one thing is certain: Kenny Clark's arrival in Dallas has fundamentally altered the landscape of the NFC and created one of the most compelling storylines to follow in the NFL. Share this video with your NFL fan friends. Subscribe to America Trends for more amazing sports content and breaking news.